children. Let's begin with the particular topic which is very relevant to your approaching PT2 examinations, which are of 80 marks each. And that is very important for you to understand how to attempt that question paper, because this is the first time which you are going to attempt. This is all the beginning of your board examinations practice. So you must understand how to score better marks, or rather I would say that it is best marks to attempt this question paper in a particular way that you get best marks. So let's begin with that which I have brought it for you, that all the steps and explanation for attempting this particular examination paper, where you can score perfect 100% marks. But it also depends on your hard work, practice, and your studies. So let's begin with that this CBSE 10th English examination 2020 in the month of October. So we have latest updates with important information that we are presenting here the best tips suggesting by experts to write the English examination appropriately and score high marks. In this case, there will be three sections in CBSE Class 10th English paper. First one is English Section A, that is reading section. It contains 20 marks. Section B contains 30 marks. It includes writing section and grammatical section together in some single section B. I have seen some students speaking writing section as grammar section. Dear children, do not consider writing part as grammar, because grammar is different and writing is different. Writing includes writing letters, articles, speeches, debates, and text matter which you write. But grammatical section is totally technical part of English. Of course, writing is also technical, but grammar is technical language of English language. So remember that writing is different, grammar is different. But they are together given in section B as of 30 marks. Section C contains literature section of 30 marks. So let's begin with that pattern of English examination. How to attempt this question paper. It is recommended, unless or until you do not know anything about any question, but I don't believe that. I believe that every student knows everything about all the questions. And remember that attempt all questions in sequential order, because when the examiners check the question papers, it's easy for them to count the numbers, it's easy for them to remember the sequence of answers, and they remember the number of marks allotted to each question, and it's easy for them to check the answer sheets in a particular way, saving their time. But it is not a hard and fast rule, because you can attempt any question which you like, which you know, which you understand, which you have best, that which you feel that it should be done first. There is no particular logic, but remember that when you attempt any question, it is very important for you to write the question number. If you don't write question number in a particular sequence, then I'm very sorry, then examiners and the board are not responsible for your correct checking and evaluation of your papers. It is your duty to see that question number should be given, though the examiners take care of that we should not deduct any mark for your mistakes, but it is your responsibility also to write the correct sequence, correct order, correct question number in your exam. So recommendation is that attempt all questions in sequential order. Next one is section A. Start with this reading based section. This can be the most time consuming section as it includes questions based on two unseen passages which require a careful reading. So it consumes more time, so attempt this first. I also recommend you that you read it thoroughly, the passage in the beginning, and attempt the questions in the beginning itself. But remember, if you are a good reader, read it twice. If you are a slow reader, then read it slow, but understand in the one go. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time and you miss out some questions that nobody wants. Now we have section B. This section demands you to present your thoughts and ideas accurately in a meaningful manner. Therefore, this is also time consuming section. So take care. Your writing should be good. Your grammatical mistakes should be minimum, and you should be logical, you should be relevant, you should be expressive, you should be innovative. Write your own ideas, frame your own ideas. Always it's better. If I talk about section C, this section may seem to be easier to you than other sections, as you would be more or less familiar with the question's contents given in this section. So it's better to attempt this section in the last. So these are three sections we talked about. Let's talk about best last minute preparation tips for CBSE class 10th English examination. Adopt a separate technique for each section. To write accurate answers for questions given in different sections of the English paper, you must have a proper technique curated for each section. Curated means which is specially made. For this, you may take also help of the following tips. To attempt section A, first read the questions and then keeping them in mind, read the passage carefully. Instead of reading passage first, read the questions first. This is a great technique. Try to attempt the questions in your own words. Do not just copy and paste. When you write the answers of passage questions, do not copy the answers from the passage. Keep your answers short, crisp, and to the point. They should not be long because they contain only 1 mark. Recall your vocabulary into answer the antonym and synonym type questions in context with the passage. There may be some questions which may require some similar words or opposite words. Antonyms are opposite words and synonyms are similar words, same words or the word meanings. But the words which are used in the context of the passage, remember that. For example, if I ask you that what is the meaning of this word according to the passage, then the meaning of that word should not be given which is given in dictionary appropriately. But remember, the word should have that relevant meaning which suits in the passage. That will be your creativity and understanding and vocabulary part. Take care of that. I come to next one, that check that CBSE class 10th English toppers answer sheet for the best examination writing technique. There are some samples available online which you can refer to any of the students' best answer sheets, where you can see the format of writing, writing style, and grammatical mistakes, and alignment of writing, and question numbers, and innovative writing, his own use of vocabulary, and different types of framing of answers. There are so many things you'll find in that. So let's talk about the tips now. Remember the correct formats for better and article writing. For letter and article writing, sorry. Remember the correct formats for letter and article writing that we have told you in our previous lessons. Second tip is content and expression of your ideas must be presented with grammatical accuracy and complete relevancy. Grammatical accuracy is important and complete relevancy. Relevancy means to the point. You should stick to the topic and title. Do not move away from the main idea. This is the meaning of the second one. Third one is narrate the story carefully of the given outlines. This is the tip for writing story, but I just avoid this tip because these days story is omitted in your examination. Story will not be given. Till 2020, story had been the main permanent part of your section B, but now story has been removed. Now what is included? Visual stimulus, graphical stimulus based article or any factual passage paragraph has to be written these days. For example, they may show you somebody brooming the streets, cleaning the streets. Then on that picture, you have to write something, an article, narrative, factual passage, or your imagination based article. That is called analytical, visual based stimulus article writing. Story is removed now. I come to next step that for the objective type questions based on sentence development and grammatical skills, read the words and phrases carefully and understanding the meaning. So this particular part, this tip is for section B, grammatical skills. When you do attempt the questions of grammar, be careful, read carefully and answer carefully. So how to attempt section C? More tips are here. Remember the names of chapters. Section C is literature part. Literature text-based questions. So let's talk about it. Remember, I just insist every time that you remember the names of chapter, their authors, and the theme of this particular chapter. Always remember the name of the poet, name of the poem, and theme of the poem, summary of the poem. Then you may be able to attempt that answer perfectly. Second tip is that your answer must reflect your understanding of the text. Whenever you write the answer, teacher will come to know how much you have studied. So remember that. Study too much so that you have all the idea of that particular chapter, particular prose, poetry, and everything. So third tip is that use of appropriate words with good expression and relevance is very important. Try to improve your English so that you should be able to use better words. For example, if I talk about hard work, and there is another word for hard work, that is diligence. Now you will understand. Diligence means hard work, careful hard work. So please improve your vocabulary. And I've seen that sometimes you're writing perfectly. I read out, yes, it's very good. Just suddenly I just come to know I read some words which are pathetic, grammatically wrong. My dear student, your ideas may be excellent, but use of words sometimes it becomes very disastrous. I'll show you sometimes what you write. That disappoints any teacher, disappoints any person who knows that this is not appropriate to be used. So one day I will take this type of lesson also. I'll make a video of that. That what are pathetic use of words which are used by the students while writing, while speaking. So I give you example one. Sometimes I heard one day one of the student asked me, "Sir, how is you?" I thought, what, who taught you? And I taught that student. I taught that student. I didn't teach. And even it's a common sentence in life. How are you? But that student asked me, how is you? What should I say at that moment? Every day, example I tell you. Sometimes, most of the time, students say, "Sir, can I go to washroom?" Can is not the appropriate word to be used here. Can is not the word for permission. May is the word for permission. So, dear children, please try to understand. It has been a long duration. I've been teaching you and maintaining this particular standard of English. So I just come to the chapter now. Come on, the topic that is next step is that each question should be answered accordingly, according to the prescribed word limit, and recheck your answers for grammatical accuracy and correct spellings. That is very important. So next steps we have, keep an eye on time. It's important. It's important to devote appropriate time to each section so that you may complete your paper in time. You can write your paper according to the following time plan. So dear children, this is all for today's topic, and I just continue telling you more about attempting class 10th English periodic test 2. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.